kutoka asomo chokisi asepale na ya kisi migoli mparambale na Naifas Mega ase nyomba ya Ouru Power lirongo litangani yani first floor kuganigo kwana amuna intua samange tuakire esimi ase nambe kubwatia 07
Ne numanyete buna Voice of Victory Radio and TV twakwarganirie obokoreri bwaitu gocha asore ase chi studio cha Voice of Victory nabo okwenyorera obokoreri obuya buna bono koroiseriwa amatera ase chikwaya chiria chitabwati abaegeria nabo igo nigo koroiseriwa amatera
Asante sana mwacho mulgeria bunankoligere nsana ngaranga chegire Chinsa cyo kunyora mwana majali tikolela litalikinye umuti nyoyo kan gatano mwacho mulgeria mwakuyuga 2026 chinga kinebiro barali baito babiri bakogena nkuma kosaka kunya bagotu kana bono kolentera mwana majya utambe buna ko bakagwateka iminasiko yense ito ya Kenya utambe to batasona platforms as Facebook Amazing Voice of Victory TV like na subscribe Chinsa mucha YouTube nabone ko tubwati ase Chinsa mecho asa Amazing Voice of Victory TV digital mwacho mulgeria litikolia lero niko nabireki ko tara ase Chinsa abarali baito babiri bakwalgina mangana majya century ya kone kinga bono na itukuru asigateseni kia Voice of Victory tobere toko babusi asenga njoyo kogo semia kogo manya na boygo kogo chingia Chinsa nemeronkebere nanye amatuka 5 nabere asekera ewiki lietalia nebotambe Wilson Omenge saranso ike ubwati amangana majya kurubona mwanchakano ko ikomalyo na kwaliganire to chakali muri kwa kurwase town ya Bosongo imeye county ya Kisi mwancho muligeria lituko lyogochengera obosibole bwabaliki lituko ligocengerwa kila lituko lyechitaliki 3 mutyo gatano kolende nigo abaliki kurwase county ya Kisi baba bagochengera litukelyo lituko lya lero ase baba bagotarase town ya Kisi nabone gokwanira kubatikana nemechando pakuba bagwetera ase mirimo yabo yobuliki bwa mwana mayam bagukwana nabaliki bamwana majya chinga kicho ningobono babiri bagukwanira kubatikana nobyo bonke bwabiri bokubekwa nebitabo bye serikali asinjira yo kubwaterana asingenje yo kwenekinga emirimo yabo yabirege kwegwa obosibole nabono obulendi bwikiranete umuralito rwasigete kya Voice of Victory Ishmael Omoyo nigabe gati yesabali yo nabodo gotwaliganiro robotiro kubwata asinjira yo bwikirano
Emambi ya lero abaliki bamangana Amayia asorwango rwaguse nigo bachengera lituko lya obosubuli bw'abaliki Amayia ase county ya Kisi bakorawa n'umunyakirugo o Kenya Union of Journalists Araka Matara nigo bagikeire chinjira abaliki Amayia babiri bagusaganwa chingaki bagenderete okora emirimo yabo yakera lituko.
Perturbed that while we conduct our work, sometimes we are threatened or attacked by goons or at some time we are denied information. We want to inform the society or members of the public that it is not for the good of anybody to attack a messenger. Previously, we have been having cases where journalists were attacked in the course of their duties, and the cases are pending in court. We also want to state clearly here that a journalist is not supposed to be seen as a threat to the community or as someone who brings information that conflicts the authorities or antagonizes any cultural values that are practiced or deeply held by the communities.
Moralia, TV Kenya ama tukamange. Otoira chinyakiti nyingi na kwenda straight ga. Abantu mbale barolakanire bonobuna bana siasa. Babuata abana bagurere changa ebibaba bagoro kugunzi. Egasi ya babatomete rora fulani na ro ko report bobe omobune chimbaru. Abantu aba tongo boli inspector general iga. Abantu amba manyeka ine ibagebi. Mbia buna musani ona nyabiso chimbaru ali kodera. Mbia ko musani ona jo chingumi chinyinga cyo moto ali turansoya. Mbia ngenta nyarulia ntorara bintu yo kolerwa.
Bono nigo babolirie chinyomba cy'ubara lya kwegwesiko chinga kibagenderete kumanya abakenya ayagenderete kurwa chinsemo ao.
Toko boli inspector general ne chikoti le Kenya to boli monga na kome. Eto tageteiga tigebi nebi eibage bimbiro chakaine binde chakachibicha mbibage mbimanyire bikorwania abaralia bikorwania chiripota Kenya ningi muganyete motari ko bitingera ebina byabo bikorwe basoe alia sagurunga kurakabisha na haki.
That the media has a role to play in society. It has a responsibility of educating the society on the Constitution of Kenya, the civil liberties that they enjoy, and the electoral process. The media also educates the people on why they should vote, especially when we are facing a general election within a year from now, and also educating them on matters health, economics, and even society.
Vile tunafanya kazi haikufurahishi. Leo umeona pengine kitu tumefanya ama story nimefanya haijakuendea vizuri. Umetuma watu wako wametuvamia ama wamenivamia. Kesho story nimefanya inakuendea vizuri, haijamuendea yule mwingine vizuri. Pia yule ataona huyu anitaki ananipinga. Pia atume watu wake. Sasa tunaona tunaumia sana. Tungeomba pia idara ya usalama waweze kutusaidia wakati tunapiga ripoti, mshukulie jambo hili kwa umakinifu sana, na tunaomba tu ushirikiano na usalama wetu.
Kinko ripotelia Amazing Voice of Victory kurwa sobo gatakati we county ya Kisii elitelia nene Ishmael Umoyo.
Murabense ta Kenya Mosque William Ruto ni gabiro mogeni bwesiko nabono kuligereria asokegenigwa kukubekirwa igutona bono gutianigwa kubana chibina 35 ase nyumba enene miyese ito ya Kenya wancho muligereria murabense ta Kenya William Ruto ka kwa na Chinsa mechekru kyo migo juu nikabona bereka kwa na kwa kinga enena mpenene yabana chibina gutianigwa aralimo kuchaka wase asensi ito ya Kenya asikili abirika ukona na kwene kinga nikubone serikali ya Kenya kwanza yabirike kwibeka busyo asinginje yo kwene kinga bono ebigambiro yabirike wa obusiboli bwabo nabone gosiro gukora emiremo wikerano ka ukona Chinsa michom nikubone muri kwense to Kenya William Ruto abirika ukona kubatikana nobya kurabe bukobekwa asabana cyabwo ibina ababa gutiani ko kurase court ya high court court ya environment na bwege court ya lands court asikili bono abirika kubabuli kubatereria obya bwene nubwasi uko alikuwa ni kinga bono omo Kenya okawaida obirika gwikiranirwa no bwerenia bose obokoreri bwabo robotiro asobikirana.
recommended for appointment as judges of the superior courts. These appointments are published. All the constitutional and statutory impediments for the appointment.
It is both an honor and privilege to preside over this solemn and significant occasion, marking the swearing-in of judges of the High Court, the Environment and Land Court, and the Comesa Court of Justice. This ceremony reaffirms our national commitment to the rule of law and fair administration of justice, and the enduring promise of our Constitution to every citizen of the Republic of Kenya. In recent years, we have made deliberate progress in strengthening the judiciary. In 2022, 26 judges were appointed across the superior courts. In 2024, a further 20 joined the High Court. In January this year, we swore in 15 judges of the Court of Appeal. Today's ceremony marks the largest intake yet, with 24 judges of the High Court and 13 of the Environment and Land Court and 12 of the Comesa Court of Justice. I extend my congratulations to each of the judges taking oath today. Your appointment is both a great honor and a weighty responsibility, and a solemn commitment before God to serve His people with integrity, diligence, and humility. Justice should be timely, efficient, and meaningful in the lives of people. The true measure of our justice system is whether the ordinary citizen experiences fairness, timeliness, and dignity. Judges wield immense power over liberty, property, and administration.
Tutikana na yama chumuli asante sana singe njokwenda kubatia mwana moja sige teseni bwanche take Amazing Voice of Victory TV. Tukusuka bosi nkoma jiganga bono nige kyombegi Jubilee kyabire kiko kwanira kubatikana n'obyabu abire bokone kigo ase chiba sabali babire bagotwara ase county asama tukabire kagweta ase oroboti rwabire rokobekwa bosio ni kyombe kemanyika nitenga National Executive Committee ye kyombe kyogi Jubilee niko bono bonse babire bagokwanira kubatikana ni sabali babire bagotwara esabali babire bagotwara ase county ya Narok na Boigo obya babite bagotwara Chinsa mecho asili bono bonse babire bagokwanira kubatikana no kweyaligenya kubatikana ne sabali yo bochori bo mwaka 2027 ase kirekyo niko bono omo deputy party leader wekyombe kyo ya Jubilee omoske Dr. Fred Matiang'i abirika okwanira kubatikana ne report na bono kogenda kumwegerera uyo kabiro muraibu city ya Kenya omoske Uhuru Kenyatta kulengana ne chinkwana betaka gukwana weekend ye kulengana no omoske Dr. Fred Matiang'i kusababu ko abira niko bona abirika gukwanira kubatikana no gutato ko kubwene no boigo kubolia abarai igati abo muraibu city ya Kenya omoske William Ruto gukeya enkoro no bono kubwatereria ubya bumasikani ekero abarai bakwena na evidenkereri byabo robotiro asobekera.
You know, the kind of pettiness that we have seen this weekend and primitivity in addressing the retired president is shocking. We chose democracy. We know that our current president and his team did not support this constitution, but they swore to protect it. And it provides an opportunity for all of us to respect freedom of expression and freedom of association. Our party leader is going nowhere, and our party leader will continue to express himself. It is his constitutional right. In fact, you can go ahead and do what you please, because the kind of behavior we have seen from elected leaders is shocking. We must uphold the decency of difference, that we can have differences, but we can be decent about it. Even the language that is being used by some of these leaders in reference to President Kenyatta is shocking. Even we ourselves as members of Jubilee, and we have said this before, and maybe because we are a party that has governed, we will not even allow and encourage our members to use that kind of language against President William Ruto, because it's indecent, it's unbecoming. We're going to build a decent society, and a society that upholds truly the principles of democracy and decency. You know, the retired president makes one phone call and the government screams the whole weekend. What kind of people are these? And you know, we are reading now the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, a public sector government agency, has told us clearly with data and statistics that 2/3 of the stories they have been telling us are just blatant lies. On a weekend when senior members of your party are announcing that they will not defend their seats on your party's ticket, when it is clearly displayed to the world that you are a sinking ship, would you be spending your time insulting your predecessors? It's amazing.
I would like to challenge President William Ruto to come out himself. Let him address this issue instead of using sidekicks. If he has anything to say about President Uhuru's activities in addressing the problem besetting this country or destroying this country, let him come out as a man and address it himself.
Na wikira uma chomo ligero ntete toda somo timo komaketo wese koskoto basa kwenda lendra ko tobwata sechinse mocheto chonsi cha online platforms otobwate korwa sechinse motire to korwa se county ya Kisii, county ya Nyamira na wana chinse mocheto cha online platforms kune ya Facebook na wega sechinse mocha YouTube abwase to ko tire ya mase ya mogo se live chinse mocha YouTube tobwate koskoto basa kwenda le Mwencho muligera litukulia lero na kumanyanga asenga mbo ya siasa ningonda bigukwana na Daniel Ongoto yo mobwa bara ikorwa se kyumbi gya Jubilee ili tabiteko kwandira kubatikana ne na enchira oro kongorwa gusi torabetoko swako senkyombe ki osenkiamaki oro okongorwa gusi dorabe lokubwenera mono ekero toku yaligania sobo chori bonene bumwaka o 2027 to baisikoska to basako ndale tikanginda somo tumukongo sege kombe kia machen kwira nande na yo na yenda manki. Okagerete United Opposition yeye eronechi cover better leadership given a chance
bono nakinde gotebiga abantu aba bonsi bari United Opposition n'abantu babire serikali na barabutari ngambono ba mundu tayari urwite nyumba abaje gutaka kobera United Opposition bonsi bakorera ikigazi. And I can put this one in English or Swahili. Opposition leaders, all of them have been working for Kenyans.
Sure.
And they are well known by Kenyans. All I can tell them broad daylight is that if they don't give us Matiang'i, Ruto will win by landslide come 2027.
Okay.
I'm telling you, nobody, Orai, hakuna mtu atapigana na Ruto isipokuwa Matiang'i.
Yeah.
One thing, Matiang'i is well known for the job that he did. Performance. Tuko na record ya Kalonzo vile alifanya kazi. Tuko na record ya Gachagua. Tuko na record ya Martha Karua. Tuko na record ya Yuchi. Tuko na record ya Natembea. But the only sacred cow ni His Excellency Dr. Fred Okengo Matiang'i. And that is all. It is categorical.
Catch power nenya gitali ya bene ekurwalia maroire a gwetera chimashini kurwa sense ya Korea nigo ekurwa
LT Kenya International Medical Center ni nyagitari ekotoka ime yomochi obosongo.
Kenya International Medical Center erega igomochi obosongo.
Nigoto kunyaraka otokotumika chimashini chekerero kuringoria omochando ore asomobere ogo.
Cover services chamarwaira amarwaira ega tokurukanga chronic diseases go lifestyle diseases.
Marwaire tokunyaraka otokonya noburoire bwa diabetes, high blood pressure, asthma, arthritis, ulcer, ne amaroire ande amange.
Abanyekitari bari trained nande bakurigera umubero w'umugima ko wetukia bakege saninse igonga chimashini nigo chiroro cyarure chinse cyamaiko chikorigereria ebimo biao bionsi ipi biomobere korwetukia paka amagurunse
nigo gotonyora gwetira enamba yesimi iri 0717176383 gose 0798018654
koria na kikego sali omobere oito igonga titotigiri maega ase okorigereria amang'ana nutrition
nigo twachiri gokonya omochando ore ase omobere ogo.
Mora iwe kiombe kia National Green Movement na bono yo kabiro motendene iwe kiombe kia Supreme Court of Kenya Mosque David Maraga nigona bereka ukonera kubatikana no kutoka ukwibura buru ingaki yemekutano yabona siasa se Chinsa au emergency itu ya Kenya ka ukonera kubatikana nigisa kyabere kumubwata bwangoiga Mosque James Orengo nigona Mosque David Maraga abereka ukonera kubatikana ne chinguru chinene chibwena tukubiko ne serikali asingije ko nekinga bono ubusali bunobo buri ko burugerwa anene mono ikaritukoska busiko ikaso bochori onene bumaka 2027 David Maraga ka ukwana Chinsa cyo ngobono nikabereka ukonera kubatikana nubya ubwente kutoka asingenjo yaba Kenya kurigereria chimbwa cyabara siasa bali barabipa gwakire chikura sobochori bumaka 2027 asikali abereka ukwana na kwene kinga bagolibaga no murai pwensi itu ya Kenya na chikwenekya ubya we kubwatirirwa kwe Chinsa au igati yabo ugotatoka kubusalia uno bwikoro botiro asobikirano
which is using goons or rather those in government. If the government didn't want goons, it would stamp it out in a day. It has the capacity to stamp it out in a day. But the press reports that we have show clearly that it is the government which is, or rather those in government, because of impunity, they know nobody can do anything to them, who are getting goons. You saw in a funeral, I saw last night, a funeral was it in Siaya or where? Yeah. Yeah. Goons who can't allow Honorable Orengo to even mourn his friend's mother. And you know what they were chanting. Nothing was done. The police, I saw the police there standing by, almost helpless. We can't have a country run like that. We have to go back to constitutionalism. We have got to go back and implement our constitution. We have to go back and be governed by our constitution. And that will start with me. As the president of this country, I will be the first one to obey the constitution. Those of you who have been keen, if you want to recall, you can even get the clips of the president when he's being sworn. The first thing he's doing is holding the constitution and says, swears that he will uphold and defend the constitution. I will do that. That will mean that I will have to obey the law, including court orders that our superior courts give when the government has no further, has exhausted the appeal process. Once we do that, we will deal with impunity decisively. Corruption in this country. Those in power want to amass as much as they can so that they are able to control anybody who they think should be controlled by use of money. And I dare say that is what has brought this country to where it is. Because those in power, both from the levels of government, want to amass as much as possible to buy out an opposition.
Tutigane na yumonjo mulgire kurase oyo kabira umutenero wa kyombigia Supreme Court of Kenya Mosque David Maraga togosika bosi ko ikasi kyombigia ODM machomuri lenko manji wanga bona bribe kurwa sekyombe kyokya Orange Democratic Movement ritkolya niko bawo na babiri bago twara ki karona bari kibamwe na maya ndabona ko kwanera kubatkana no buja obrai asekyombe kyokya ODM ritkolya lero botro rokosomo bosyo no mukonyi bumuteneneri umurai bw'ikyombe kyo gosomo deputy party leader umuske Simba Arati nikobono babiri bagokwanira kubatkana nubya pogotoka ugochamo kwa barai asekyombe kyogya ODM igento umuske Simba Arati abreka okwanira kubatkana nugotenena kigima elekone kingabone kyombe kyo kyabreke kogendereria obonyamasi bwabo ase Chinsemo ase County emergency ya Kenya kakwana Chinsemo cho nikobona babiri bagokwanira kubatkana nubya pokugenderera kuri kyabana chama bajya ase Chinsemo nabona kogenderera gotinya obya bw'ikyombe kyo ikiratukoska bosyo asobo choli bonene bw'umwaka 2027 toyaligerelio
an end to internal conflict as they do not serve our interest but instead create division that may become difficult to repair. Finally, I would like to remind us all that we can only have one command center. We cannot have multiple voices issuing conflicting party position. I will continue to provide guidance, and together with the trustees and executive, we will communicate official party position so that we present a strong and unified front.
Elections Board to devise enhanced and fail-proof mechanism for conducting free, fair, transparent, and credible party nominations for all elective positions. 3, we task the National Elections Coordinating Committee, NEC, with CC, to re-examine and devise means and ways for identifying candidates for the nomination slots in Parliament and county assemblies, taking cognizance of registered concerns so far. 4, we task the party secretariat to devise ways and means to review and revamp the youth and women leagues with a view to developing generational and gender mix when electing leadership of ODM to ensure young people and women are organically developed into ODM leadership at all levels.
Mwanzumaligilia tokosa sebiro bichi gosali na bogosali tokwenda sikimina no kego tetere gona bantabanka subu kubwense kimina no gida English Premier League koma nyigwanga umubaso bweli tukolia lero niko ekimina nikyo kyabage kogendera se team ya Chelsea yabage korali tukoli tambe magayo komeligwa chintobe chichigoli sato ase goli yemo nabamura se timu ya Nottingham Forest egosoli yabage kugosoli bwase kingona ya Chelsea ekegwanda ya Wembley Stadium mwanchumuligelia wikirabone kumanyigwanga nige timu ya Chelsea ire namba kianda nechi point 43 abwase timu ya Nottingham Forest yabreke gukina nabono kuika namba 15 neyemo ase tebe yo nechi point 42 tuligelega tichigoli cho aso wikirano.
I sat down 30 seconds late.
You did my bench for FPL. If you score that thing there, listen.
routine. Second kick-off.
Chane kigimasa mashabiki ya timu ya Chelsea kole neno kubasabera bakole bya se chigo soli chinde chabire chigo tigara komanyuganga sobo tukobo igobweli tukolia lero nige timu ya Manchester City barabeba kogenda ekiko soli ne timu ya Everton asike gwanda gya Dickinson Stadium ya timu ase town ya Liverpool chikoraga Chinsa inye obotuko bwalero manchomulirilia asike minene kinige timu ya Arsenal tangene ne point 5 ne bire na isano ne yemo gose 76 nabona kubwati kone timu yo ya Manchester City yerabege kogosolia na Everton obotuko bwalero wekachinga kichindo mwancho muligelia na birengwa kambya muna singinje gotobwata sichinsemo kubwata mwana majya sinchira yo wikranu kubwata mwana majya sichinchira chobo kurwa sichinchira cha online platforms ase online kurwa se orogongo rwa YouTube wakambya muna sabaligere baita kurwa se county ya Kesi county ya Nyamira na bali bono batoligere kurwa se chinse cha maiko kurwa se chinchira cha online asingi yogotoa ogososira nabona kubwati gitisiniki ki amazing voice of victory botambe tutarasa magato a golf arcade barabara neki gwanda kia Gosi Stadium imeje town ya Basonge county ya Kesi ndio beko kwa area soko bwatikana nubyo bonke bokubapo kutoka sigitisiniki ki amazing voice of victory TV ikati ya wakole kondelia matera sichinchira cha audio na boiko kogosokelia matera yo sichinchira chobo ikera no mono asobo manyi boikoro chinsemo cha video wikachinga kichinde na bere kubatanere Ishmael Omoyo na boiko barai bandi kurwa sigitisiniki ki amazing voice of victory ile kwa nikingobona mwana majia ase chibicha neliogi aleka wikira sinchira chiwikira letare ndo batambe Wilson Omenge wikachinga kichinde na kogane ya wikira